Hi, this is Serendipity Consulting. My name is Allie and I'm a training coordinator.
I'm Alex and I'm a hiring coordinator.
I'm Andrea, I'm a job analyst.
I'm Brennon and I'm also a job analyst.
Hiring coordinator.
My name is Matthew and I'm the operations specialist. So our consulting group was hired by Sugar High. It's a cannabis bakery that was established in 2017 in San Jose, California.
Sugar High was founded by a friend group consisting of Tommy Chong, Mary Jane, and Jack Hare. The three are health conscious and wanted to provide premium cannabis treats that fit all of people's dietary needs. Sugar High's mission is to provide healthy, delicious, edible marijuana treats accessible to the San Jose community and the Bay Area at large. We deliver premium, cannabis-infused baked goods that cater to anyone's specific dietary needs.
So San Jose is a really lively city. It has lots of businesses, residences, and downtowns, as well as San Jose State University, and it also has lots of dispensaries in the area. Our first location was more in the south part of San Jose. This location is surrounded by a lot of small businesses as well as other dispensaries, has lots of access to bus stops as well. Our other location is more in the north part of San Jose. This is more of a warehouse ambiance, so it's a little harder to navigate, but nonetheless it still has bus stops and it's close to another large dispensary as well. And these locations are both close to the 101 and 280 freeways, which are two of the main freeways in the Bay Area. So the entry level that we chose to analyze was the baker and the greeter. So they're responsible to coming to the shop before it opens to prep what's needed for the day. So timeliness is required. They have to communicate with their other bakers as well as deliverers to make sure that all the work and tasks are divided accordingly. When they're not baking, they're greeting and assisting customers in the front. They have to maintain positive patient and professionalism when communicating to customers, as well as having knowledge of all the products and the ingredients. As a cashier, they are responsible for checking IDs for legal age and scanning the IDs with the barcode scanner so that we don't accept any fake IDs. They're also responsible for cleaning and organizing the store. So in the kitchen, they have to adhere to appropriate sanitation procedures on a daily basis and maintain the cleanliness of the store. So this means sweeping the floors and wiping down the counters and shelves, and also restocking items as needed and keeping track of the date of the food to ensure that only fresh items are being sold.
Our manager is responsible for operational duties that include organizing events and making sure that all inventory is in stock and making sure that supplies are on schedule. They're also responsible for creating employee relationships. They should do so by leading team weekly meetings and keeping everyone updated with any new events, discounts, and procedures. They should also provide anonymous surveys to make sure all of their employees are satisfied with their job. Other duties require the knowledge of laws and the logistics of operating with cannabis-infused food, such as making sure that you're not too close to a school or any other business that might interfere with it, and making sure that you're aware of the limitations of sales.
As the operations specialist, there are a few different things that we look for when selecting. And so some of the selection criteria for a manager is that they have to be able to decide what needs to be done in order to meet set goals and objectives, such as how much profit we're going to get and revenue. The manager also has to be able to divide up different tasks, whether it be in the kitchen or in the front, or dealing with supply chain, and place different individuals at each task in order to achieve it. The manager also has to be very proficient in motivating and communicating to the team. This is an integral and integrating part of the job in which the manager motivates staff. This could be through promotions, getting a better raise. The manager also has to be able to measure the performance of all of the employees in Sugar High. So that means they have to have good knowledge of what it's like to work in the back of house compared to front of house, and they must be able to set goals and measure staff's performance. Again, that could be done through looking at the front sales, looking at how many sales do each individual person make and how much are they upselling. And then also the manager has to be able to develop the staff. This could be through outside training programs or through educational learning. Selection criteria for the baker includes an advanced knowledge of pastry art and cannabis. This is needed so that they can temper different ingredients, they know knives, they know how to bake things, they know temperature control, and they can bake different sorts of pastries, roll out dough, and be timely. In order to be selected as a baker for Sugar High, they have to have either a vocational degree or typical degree in culinary arts. This provides them the knowledge they need for temperature control, cooking times, and measurement amounts, alongside different skills with being safe in the kitchen. We require our bakers to have at least 2 years of experience in pastry. This ties into the first selection criteria in that it provides them the skills and abilities they need in order to be efficient in the kitchen and provide quality products to our customers. And then another selection criteria of the bakers that they have at least 1 year of marijuana baking experience. This ties into the knowledge of Rick Simpson oils, distillates, how to cook them, how to temper them into different products so that our products don't just taste like cannabis. And finally, they must have an understanding of food safety. They can get that through their culinary art program or just their experience in pastry, but also have to have a food handler's card. This is just other abilities that helps them out in the kitchen and helps make sure that Sugar High is not able to be sued or negatively seen by the public.
So the way that we're going to recruit our applicants, first we're going to use employee referrals, which will be incentivized by offering a $50 bonus to both the current employee and the new hire who goes through training. We'll also be posting job descriptions and open positions on social media and online job boards. So this includes LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Indeed, Glassdoor, and ZipRecruiter. And then last but not least, we have walk-in applications. So we'll have a now hiring sign in the storefront window and applicants can inquire inside and apply.
So now that we have the criteria and we have a group of potential candidates, we need to choose our predictors. We need to be able to determine which candidates will perform the best as employees, which predictors, and the predictors of such should focus on getting as much information as possible with minimum effort and resources. The series of predictors we chose are situational judgment tests, then integrity tests, then mechanical or technical aptitude tests, and then an interview. With validating these predictors, the situational judgment tests are the initial predictor of the applicant's communication skills, quick thinking, potential behavior in the workplace, and willingness to take initiative. With the integrity tests, which is the secondary test, it will be formatted similarly to the situational judgment test in the format of questions, but it will incorporate more questions that focus on determining honesty and potential liability of the candidates. And then with the mechanical and technical aptitude tests, these tests will be a little bit more expensive, but will determine the extent of the applicable knowledge and skills with regard to baking and managing of the applicants. And then finally, as the sort of last line of defense, we have the interview, which provides the best understanding of the behavior, personality, work ethic, and integrity through a series of unstructured questioning. The interviewer will be using all of the previous results of the tests to be able to determine whether the applicant is best for the job.
So going off of what Alex just said, to select which candidates we're actually going to hire, we'll first use a multiple hurdles approach, which includes that the applicants are over 21 years of age, have U.S. citizenship, They can stand for long periods of time, do all of the physical things required of the position they're applying for, and they have a clean background check. And then we'll go into a multiple regression approach, which will show us the applicants who score the highest out of the 3 tests that Alex just described. And then the highest scoring applicants will be invited to schedule an unstructured interview, and the lower scoring applicants will be informed that Sugar High is going to pursue other options. And the advantage of having this process is that the tests and application will all be conducted online, which makes it more efficient and cost effective. And the interviews are unstructured, which means that they're possibly less consistent across applicants, but it gives a more representative look of how they'll interact in the workplace.
So for the training process, this is the training for both manager and baker greeter. So the first thing that we're focusing on is the Serve Safe food safety training program. And with this program, it's a requirement for California because it's a basic food handling safety practice, and it blends the latest FDA approval code. Along with this training program focuses on using cannabis-infused products. The other training program that's for both manager and baker is the diversity training program. And this is really important to the area that we're focusing on because the majority of the population is comprised of minorities. And in this diversity training program, it's going to be held conference style so that the employees and managers will be able to work together. Along with this, we're going to have also a sexual harassment training program, and this provides a healthy workplace, and it allows the people working to understand what sexual harassment is, such as sexual remarks, and how to report it. And this training program is done through a instruction-based, computer-based instruction. So specifically the training program for the baker greeter, there's going to be a training program on how to bake with cannabis. And this is going to be peer mentored. So basically there's going to be another person from the other location who's going to come in and teach the people how to bake with cannabis. So they're going to learn these skills through on-job training, and it allows for hands-on experience. It will familiarize the people with the products that are used and how to use them. And they can also have trial and error with the baked goods. Along with this, there's going to be a refresher on a cannabis class. And so this class is online through auto instruction, which allows for the employee to do it at their own convenience, but still has due dates, so they have to finish it in a timely manner. And through this class, they're going to discuss and refresh terminology on marijuana products, the knowledge of different types of strands, and the effects that they can have. So having knowledge on these products allows for safety consumption of marijuana products. And along with this, we're going to have a sales training program. And this is an in-person workshop using a program called Cannabis Sales Training. And it focuses on revenue and cost analysis, the cost of sales, and how to increase future sales. And by having this in person, it also creates some excitement for employees, and you can compensate workers on how well they do.
Sugar High in the future is going to be able to expand new locations in San Francisco and San Diego. The franchise is hoping to expand as a bakery in California and partner with the Celiac Disease Foundation.